What's up, y'all? It's Full-Time Curls and I'm back with another video, and this is a different video for me. I have done videos on wigs before. All of my wigs that I have done them on have been synthetic, but this is my first human hair wig, so snaps for me. But this is also a new video for me because I'm going to be customizing this wig to my liking, which I have never done before. One thing I will not be doing is bleaching the knots, because this is my wig for New Year's Eve and I'll be damned if I mess it up with some bleach. So to tell you a little bit about this wig, this is a wig from Amazon. Yes, I said it, Amazon, and the company is called H.E.R. This is the bag that it came in. So it's H.E.R. It's a little, you know, duffel bag, whatever. Comes in this, and it came in like a little plastic pack with, they gave me 2 wig caps, which I was happy with because my wig caps that I have are ran down. It came with that, and then what else it come with? Oh, it said that I could win. It had like a contest in here. If I do a review, I may win a wig. But that's basically what it came with. So if you want to look them up, feel free to look them up. This is just my initial review. But anywho, about this wig. So it is a 360 lace wig. So a 360 lace is when you have the lace all the way around the perimeter of the hair. So the lace goes all the way around the back. For this wig, I'm pretty sure it's like 6-inch parting space. So that's about the parting space you get, which to me is a whole lot of parting space, especially compared to my Friday night hair wigs where I only got like a centimeter of parting space. That is a very big upgrade, and you can actually part pretty far down on this one. So I could do a pretty extended part if I want to, and still have a lot of that parting space. As far as the hairline, it does come pre-customized. They advertise that it is pre-plucked, which to me, listen y'all, I'm not a wig guru. I don't know all about wigs. So to me, this looks like a really good hairline. When I try it on, we'll see. But to me, where I see it's a good hairline is it's not straight across. So it actually goes up here like a normal hairline would, which mine does because I have that little whatever the hell. So it goes up, it sort of tapers down here and curves out. So I feel like it is definitely a pre-plucked hairline. It does come with baby hairs, as you can see. So they did already give you baby hairs, which I'm not a fan of baby hairs at all. So we'll see what I'll even do with those. As far as the length of the wig, I got 16 inches. I didn't want to get anything longer because I didn't know, one, how long the 16-inch would be, and I really didn't want it long because usually I end up cutting my wigs anyways. So if it does start to act up in the future, hopefully it doesn't, but if it does, I won't have to worry about cutting too much off and wasting my money. Like, for example, if I get a 22-inch and have to cut it to a 14-inch. You feel me? But it's very, very soft hair. The hair is super soft. It's very thin, or not thin, it's very fine, which makes it very thin once it gets down to the end. So that is another reason why I'm going to cut it. Just looking at it, I don't know if you all can tell, but it's just very thin down in here. The back is a really good indication. Just where it's so see-through down here, like this doesn't need to be there. So I'll probably cut up to here, specifically, one, because it is really fine, but also because in the front it's got a lot of shorter pieces, so I at least want it to match up with those shorter pieces. I don't want it to look the way it looks now. So that's basically what I'm going to be focusing on, and then I'm going to wash it after I cut it. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flat iron it. Now I don't know what other people do with their wigs, but I'm going to treat this wig like it's my real hair. So I'm going to use some heat protectant on it. So I'm using my Paul Mitchell hot off the press heat protectant, and I'm going to do that on each strand because I do not want her to have heat damage at all. And then the flat iron I'm going to be using is my Bioionic 10X vibrating flat iron. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to go through and just straighten this so it doesn't have that bend in it. So when I cut it, I'm not having to worry about it not being even because of the bend that it had. want to cut because it's just super see-through down here. It's really pointless hair at that point. And you can also tell on the sides right in here. So I'm definitely going to do more of like a U-shaped cut, but that's sort of what I'm going to go with, just so I can get rid of this thin area down in the bottom. To do now is I'm just going to try and lay the wig. I will go ahead and say I do have a con on this wig. The con is that this wig is too small for my head. If you can see I have a pretty big size head, and this wig is definitely too small for my head, too small. And there's no way for me to adjust it because it does have adjustable straps, but it was on the last adjustable strap. There's no way for me to fix it. If anybody has an idea, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure there's not because it's a 360 lace. So the wig is too small, but I'm gonna try to work with it because I know it's too small because the back clips come up to here instead of down here. So I'm going to try to work with it, but I do have some pros. It has not tangled, it does not shed at all yet, but the true test will be today because today is New Year's Eve and I'm wearing it out, so that will be the true test of it. So I will definitely do an update on this hair because this is my first human hair wig, and I mean I do like the quality of it, and if I do end up really liking it, I'll probably get another one and just seeing if I could get a bigger wig cap. But yeah, so that's what we gonna be doing today, sis. So first I'm gonna start by putting my wig cap on, and I'm going to do the stocking cap method. The first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna spray just these little areas where I have hair hanging out, because one thing I didn't think about when I got this wig is my hair is now blonde, okay? So I can't have any of my edges laying out of this thing. It's gonna have to be all hair, period. Which is fine. I mean, usually I don't have my baby hairs out, but if need be I will stick them out. So I'm just going through making sure I'm spraying this got to be spray just on my outer edges so that they don't stick out at all. Okay, so then I'm just going to take my stocking cap, put this on, and this again is my first time doing the stocking cap method, so this is a learning experience for me as it'll be for me. So I'm going to go in, let's see, and just spray a good helping of this all over my hairline and somewhat in the front of it. So now I'm going to go in with my blow dryer. Ew, this stuff is getting in my ear. Go in with my blow dryer and just blow dry this and make sure it's completely dry. My wig on and just pray for the best, pray that I can get this to work out. What I'm going to do from the back, I'm going to actually show you all so you can see how short or how small it is. So the wig cap, my clips are all the way up here, so what I'm trying to do is I'm just going to clip them in as far as I can down so I know that the back is at least secure. Fix this up. If I can, I'm going to try to get it below the braid, but I also don't want to clip it where I just have a headache all day.
2 2,000 years later.
So y'all, I tried my best. I tried my best to videotape this one, to try to do the stocking cap method, and it all failed. So while I was trying to do the stocking cap method, I showed you while I was pulling it down in the back to cover up the braids. When I pulled it down the back and I clipped it with the clips, it pulled up the stocking cap at the front. So, and then we had at my apartment, the technician people came in because they had to fix our plugs, so that just made the got to be spray dry up. So I was just over at that point, so I just went back to just the regular stocking cap. I didn't spray it down, I just put the stocking cap on. I didn't cut the stocking cap, and I did it regularly how I know to do it, and that way it was so much easier, because by me doing that, it kept down the back, it covered up my braids in the back, so that way when I clipped it, it was clipped over top of the braid, so I don't have to worry about my braids sticking out. And then I was still covered up here in the front, and then all I did in the front is again, it already had baby hairs, so I just took some Got To Be and put that over top of it, and then I just sort of put some Got To Be spray on the sides and on this side, just to make sure that the sides are laid down really well. And then in the middle of the part, I just put some of my foundation powder in the middle, and that's basically all that I did, and I think it turned out pretty much okay. I'll show you the back of it. So when I had my Friday night hair wigs, my worry with those is that they look good, but the density was so low that you could see through the tracks, and it was those type of tracks that didn't have the cap like this one did. So luckily with this one, you cannot see through it at all, which is something that I really like. What else? I still haven't had shedding. The only shedding I had, and it wasn't even shedding, was just when I cut some extra baby hairs. So that's the only type of like shedding I have. No tangles at all. Still none. And there really shouldn't be, because it's human hair. But overall, I mean, it's a good wig. Just the fact that it's small is the only thing that I really just don't like, because I feel like I'm praying that by the end of the day I don't have a headache, but that's the only thing that really is it, because it's just super tight. It's really super tight up in here, just trying to keep the back down and keep the top secure, but it's secure, so like it's not coming off. So overall, I do definitely recommend this hair to some of you girls out there if you're looking, or men, if you're looking for a wig for the low price. I can't remember how much I paid. I think I paid like maybe $140 something for the 16-inch. And again, I cut it, and it was only 2-day shipping. So I think it's a pretty good starter wig. You know, this is my first human hair wig, so I think it's a good starter wig for me. So if you're looking for a good starter wig, this is perfect. Even if you're not, I feel like it's still a good wig. But yeah, so if you all have any questions, feel free to put it in the comment section down below. I will definitely be doing an update video on this wig to show you all how good it lasts, maybe in the next few weeks, just to see where it's at and see if it's still looking good. And then if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I was about to say U-Time Curls. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Full-Time Curls, on your way out, and I will see you on the next video, and Happy New Year! Bye!